Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I was thinking about what I wanted to do for my video, and I was thinking that I haven't used my NYX Ultimate palette in Brights in a while because that's the first colorful palette that I bought, but I started building up my colorful eyeshadow collection and I kind of just stopped. Gus? That's rude. I kind of just, every time I'm gonna speak, is this real life? We're just gonna ignore my dog because clearly he's not gonna stop. So I stopped using this just because I used it so much when I first started using color that I wanted to use the other stuff I have more, but I don't want to forget about this because it was my first colorful palette and it's really what got me into using a lot more color. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with this, so I was like, you know what? Let's use every color in the palette. This is probably going to be a very bad idea, but I did see Annette's Makeup Corner do this once with a palette and I really enjoyed that video, and when you can't figure out what you want to do, why not just use it all, right? Seems like perfect logic. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. There are 16 colors in this palette. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I also got the other day a blue mascara that I really want to try out, which I should be able to use it with this. I mean, I'm going super colorful anyway. And I should have looked at this a little more before I decided to do this because I have no idea what I want to do. I also wanted to let you guys know because I don't really do a lot of full face or like really testing out like face products because I've been focusing more on eyeshadow looks, but today was my first time using this Maybelline Superstay Better Skin pressed powder, and I really like it. I feel like my skin looks so good, and I don't know, I've just been loving, I'm just gonna, work on my creases while I talk. What the hell am I doing? I've been liking pressed powder more than loose powder. I feel like loose powders make my face feel really dry after I put them on, and I'm just not loving that. So yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that I did try that on my skin today and I really like it, and that I also want to try a new mascara. So let's put 16 colors on our eyes, okay? This is probably going to come out terrible. This is not like a tutorial. This is kind of a challenge, and it's a fun thing to do, and I'm just gonna try it. I'm trying to figure out cool tones, warm tones, how on earth I want to do this. So I know I'm gonna need to fit a lot of colors in, obviously. So I'm gonna be using pretty small brushes to place colors down and stuff just because I don't have a lot of lid space, especially because I have hooded eyes. Oh my God, what am I doing right now? Okay, I'm lost. I'm lost already and haven't even started. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go warm tones on top and cool tones on the bottom, or that's what I'm gonna attempt, and then I don't know for my lower lash line, probably whatever's left. But I do feel like I want something to write down the colors that I've already used, just to really make sure I use every single color and that I don't forget anything. I probably don't need to do that, but with my brain, I'll have like 6 colors on and I'll be like, what do I want to start with? I don't think I've used any of these yet. Got a marker, good to go. Okay, I kind of have 2 little brushes here, and I'm gonna kind of try to maybe put some color on with this more flat brush, which is probably a lift brush, Spectrum A15. I keep saying this, but I haven't seen many people talk about these brushes, and I absolutely love them. They are so soft and probably my favorites to use out of all the brushes that I have. And then this is just a little Eco Tools brush that I will use. So I'll be switching back and forth between these 2 for now. If I add in any others, I'll let you know, but I can't use anything too big here. So, all right, so I'm gonna start just down here in this yellow in the corner, and all right, I'm gonna start with this yellow here in the corner. And I'm gonna put this right on the inner part of my upper lid. It's not really even my crease. If I could do this without cutting my crease, that would be amazing. I'm also really curious to see, like after using other colorful palettes, how this one really performs, because I always thought it was great because it was the only colorful one I had. And I did some actually pretty cool things with it, but I'm just curious. Okay, color number 1. If anyone else has done this before, let me know so I can go watch your video. I think I've only seen Annette's Makeup Corner do this with a palette, but it was really interesting to see how she incorporated all the colors together, and it was really cool. The other thing about this palette is that there's not shimmer eyeshadow in here, so some of them look like they have a little shimmer or glitter in them, but as soon as you put them on, it like disappears. So like I said, I'm really just placing color on right now, so this is probably gonna look crazy for a while. Well, it's meant to look crazy. The whole thing is gonna look crazy. But number 16 is done. All right, and I'm actually just gonna take the yellow right next to it for my next color and put it right next to it, which kind of look the same. This one is a little bit more orangey, so I can tell the difference. I just don't know if you can tell on camera. All right, that one's done. Now I'm gonna use the third shade, which is this color, and put that next to the one I just put on. Did I already say that I have the NYX Jumbo pencil on my eyes to prime them, which I have been using basically all the time? By now I think you've seen my video on concealer. Why can't I think? My video on concealer versus this pencil for eyeshadow primer, and yeah, I did like this a little bit better. Thinking maybe I'll save greens for my lower lash line. All right, next I'm gonna go into like this almost like burnt orange color here in the corner, which is the 4th shade in. I can say that I don't feel like these eyeshadows already are as pigmented as I thought they were. I'm gonna have to try an actual eye look with this palette at some point too, just to see what I really think about like blending and pigmentation and all that, because these really aren't going on that dark. I wonder if it's the brush I'm using. Let's try this little Eco Tools one. See if it goes on any differently. I mean, not really. Well, that color is taking up a lot more room than the other colors have so far. Whoops. And I also feel like it does not look like I have 2 different yellows on now that I have these other colors on. I am a quarter of the way through these eyeshadows already. What? All right, so for my next color, I'm gonna use what I think it's supposed to be their version of like red. It's not really like a true red, it's kind of pinky from what I remember, but I'm gonna put this on next. Oh man, I should have used the bright pink first. Oh well. Just gonna be all over the place here. I guess I do remember really having to build these up to get the color that I wanted. And I'm gonna go back into the last color I just used, which is the orange. I'm gonna have to just keep going back to brighten all of these. I think I'm gonna do that really quick with all these colors, and then we'll move on because I'm losing some of the color here, which not that it really matters that much, but it kind of does to me. Okay. There we go. Maybe this brush is a little better for these. All right, now I'm gonna go with this color here. Yeah, we'll go with this one, see what happens. This color's not bad. I'm getting a lot of pigment from this one. Kind of lost that red color now. Why is this happening? Interesting. So I wanted to like make the transition to purple and then bring like the blue in this way. So I'm gonna go in with this one, and then after that I'm gonna go in with this lighter purple. If you guys want to see me do this with more palettes, let me know. Like, leave in the comments if there's a certain palette you know that I have that you want to see this with. Like, just leave it in the comments for me, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Wow, okay. And one thing I want to make sure that I do is get these colors low enough to where you can't see them when I open my eyes, or that it looks like a straight line, because I don't think I'm actually going to go in and cut my crease, but I'm going to put like the cooler shades down here, and I want it to be like, I hope you know what I'm trying to say. All right, now for this bright purple. These all look so similar, it's kind of hard to tell. See, like when I'm looking like this, I can still kind of, I'll go in and touch up all the bottoms of these colors after, and I won't make you guys watch it. Yeah, I do also like to go back and keep rebuilding them because they're kind of getting lost along the way. But next is, I've used 8 colors already. Wow. Whoop! All right, I'm gonna go in with this dark purple now. And I'm gonna bring this down here and then onto the outer edge of my eye a little bit. And I'm gonna actually start down here. And I remember this purple probably being the hardest color to work with out of the whole palette. It just always came off a little bit patchy to me, and I really had to build it up and then not try to blend it around from what I remember. But I'm gonna go back to that flat brush that I started with, the Spectrum brush, just so I can kind of get this up here a little bit. Experimenting, it's fine. Getting some fallout from this purple too. Womp womp, it's always the darkest color. All right, before I start on the blues, I'm just gonna take a minute to touch up all these colors and make sure I have everything written down, and I'll be back to do the blues. All right, so basically what I did was just build these colors up a little bit more and then brought them all down a little bit lower just to make sure when I have my eyes open, it looks like a straight line across. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna do before I start the blues on my lid is, this is the last purpley color I need to use, and it's just this really light lilac type purple, and I'm gonna kind of bring this across the top and use this almost as like my brow bone color, just because I don't have any shimmery shades in this palette to use, and also I wasn't really sure what to do with this color. Purple brow bone highlight, check. Now I'm gonna use this blue here, which was one of my favorites, I'm pretty sure. And I feel like this is going to transition from the purple the best, so I'm gonna put that one right next to the purple. Oh yeah, see, I love blues like this. There's a blue kind of like this in the James Charles palette too that I just love. Well, and the bright blue. I think I just really like blue eyeshadows, which, I mean, blue has never been like a color that I really, really loved, but since I started using colorful makeup, I have been so into blue. Blue, greens, turquoise colors. Now what's next? I'm going to use the bright blue next and just put that one right next to the other one. Let's see, I only have 4 more colors after this, and I have my whole lower lash line left to do. Ooh. I'm excited to try that blue mascara. I really hope it works. I think I'm gonna try to put a white mascara primer underneath of it and see if it'll make it pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna save this color to start my lower lash line from this direction because I'm using greens down there. And then I'm gonna use this color, this lighter like teal color, right next to that blue. And then my plan is to, I don't know what my plan is to do. Surprise. I have a couple different ideas. I just still need to decide. All right, yeah, so what I'm gonna do is take the first one I used, that bright yellow, and put that here on my lid. I like to kind of have the connection, I don't know. And then bring it down a little bit, and it's going pretty far in that inner corner. You can see it. that's not too bad. And I think I'm going to continue with this brush on my lower lash line. It's going to be a little bit blown out, but I want to be able to see those colors anyway. So I'm going to start from the outside, and I'm going to use this darker color. Fuck, I haven't been writing these down. All right, so I used 8 and then 9 and then 11. So yeah, that dark teal, actually, how do I want to do this? I'm going to put some of the dark purple, like, barely on my outer corner, but I feel like I just need some sort of transition, and of course I'm making a mess now, but I knew I was going to anyway. So yeah, now with that darker teal color, I'm going to take that here, coming off of the purple. This one's in a little bit further than I wanted, but we'll just go over it, okay? So I only have these 2 greens left. These 2 in the corner. So I'm going to use the darker one first, and then I'm going to use the lighter one in the inner corner and kind of blend that into the yellow a little bit. I obviously don't use like the NYX pencil underneath of my eyes, and I feel like it really does make a difference with how the colors stick. And my under eyes are set, so I don't know, colors never look as good down there. Last color. This is the lime looking green color, which I think comes off a little bit more yellow, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty similar to the yellow. I can see a difference. I don't know if you can, but you saw me dip into it. I promise I'm using the last color because I'm using every color. And like I said, I'm just blending that a little bit into the yellow. You know, I've had this video on my list of things to record for a while, not specifically with this palette, but just in general, like using all the colors in one palette, and I was so freaking scared, but I don't think this came out too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and touch everything up one more time when I'm done with this, but I don't think it's terrible. Could have gone worse. And I didn't want to do just like the typical rainbow. I have done actual rainbow looks with this before, so I didn't want to do something that I've done. So that's every color. Yay! I'm going to just touch up each individual color a little bit so that they really stand out. And I'm going to throw this blue mascara on. Maybe I'll record a little bit of that just so you guys can see how it performs yourselves too. I am going to put a white mascara primer under it probably just because I really want the color to pop. But yeah, I'm just going to touch up all these colors and I'll be right back and you'll see this all finished. Yay! There is something in my eye. I think it's a forest. Ooh. Now for the blue. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Drum roll. Sorry, I'm a weirdo. All right. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Wait. Can you see the color at all? Probably not, but let's try it. Kind of looks like black to me. Stupid eyelashes rubbing on my eyeball again. Let's see. Let me look for my green one. We'll just make this really, really fun. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'll use it. It's older than 3 months, okay? But I have green on my lower lashes, so why not put green? And see that? I bought it a while ago. I always have such a hard time ending my videos. I don't know why. Like, I could just say goodbye. Like, that's it. But I feel like I need to talk. As if I don't talk enough as it is. Let's look at this real quick. I have 16 different colors of eyeshadow on my eyes right now, and I don't hate it. I mean, obviously, it's kind of hard when you're working with that many colors because all of these kind of look like they're blended together in a way. I mean, you can see that they're all different colors, but I would choose probably, if I was going to go for a real crazy look like this, like 3 to 5 colors up on this top part and not as many as I put there because there's just not enough room. But, I mean, for what I had to do, I feel like it actually came out pretty decent. Like, I really don't hate this at all. I know that, like, some stuff is uneven on either side, but I wasn't really worried so much about making them look symmetrical rather than trying to get all these colors on my face. And I did it. Oh, my phone's dying. That's a good reason to wrap it up. All right, so let me know what you guys think. about this. Do you like this challenge? Have you done this challenge? Please let me see this challenge if you've done it. And also, if there's any other eyeshadow palettes that you've seen me use before that you would like to see me do a use all the colors in the palette look on, then please let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you want to. I would really appreciate it. I love you all, and I will see you next time.